This is a story I used to tell when I taught on television. And today I'm going to teach it to you. Today we're going to use la sal and la pimienta. And this story is going to be about a family of worms. We can say worm in two different ways in Spanish. We can say gusano or we can say lombriz. And when we say lombriz, we mean the worms that you think of as earthworms and night crawlers. They crawl through the ground, through the earth, through the dirt. And in Espanol, the word that we use for the planet Earth and the word dirt are the same. So you're going to be hearing me saying tierra a lot today. And this family of gusanos, or lombrices, was a pretty happy family until one day Gusanito, little worm, see, gusano is worm, Gusanito is little worm. One day he decided he didn't like his mother's cooking. Sandia, watermelon. And in some of the later lessons we'll work more on these. Manzana, naranja. This word is going to sound like English. Pera. Pera. So some words sound like English and some don't. Listen. Naranja, pera. Manzana, sandia, tierra, dirt, sal, sounds like salt, pimienta. And so, now begins the story. Mama Gusano, or Mama Lombriz, was cooking in the kitchen, like she did so often. She loved to cocinar en la cocina. And today she had the most delicious meal going. She said, I'm going to put un poco de sal. Un poco, un poquito de sal. Not too much, no mucho, un poquito. Y mucha pimienta. Mucha pimienta en la tierra. Y Mamá Lombriz always sang while she cocinaba en la cocina. Y echó un poquito más de la sal. Un poquito de la sal, un poquito más de la sal, she would sing to herself. Everything when she was cooking, everything when she was cooking in la cocina became music. And Gusanito, he was, the older he got, the more ashamed he felt. Why was his mama singing while she was cooking in la cocina? And worse, she was cooking tierra. He said one day to his mama, I'm so sick of eating tierra. Why are we always eating la tierra? And Papa Lombriz said to him in a stern voice, Gusanito, when your mama is cooking, you need to be thankful because she can cook the best tasting tierra in the whole wide mundo. But Gusanito said, I'm sick of eating tierra. I hate eating tierra. Nobody else at school's eating tierra. None of my amigos or your friends eat tierra. After all, no, they're not. No, they're not. No comen la tierra. Well, I'm quite sure, said Papa Lombriz, I'm quite sure that all of your amigos who are gusanos are eating la tierra because that's what we eat. How come we always have to eat the same thing, Papa? Meanwhile, Mama continued to cook in la cocina. And she sang, as you know, because I already told you a couple times, she sang, un poquito de la sal, un poquito de la sal, un poquito de la pimienta. and on she cooked. She was very, very picky about exactly how she cooked la tierra. She always wanted it to be the best tasting tierra in the whole wide mundo. Gusanito said it wasn't the best in the whole wide mundo. It was probably the worst tierra in the world. Well, he never actually said it, but he thought it. And Papa Lombriz knew that Gusanito was thinking about it, and so he talked to him one day. Gusanito, you need to respect your mama. She's doing everything she can to put food on the mesa, and you need to enjoy it and be thankful. But there was a problem, you see. Every time they would sit around the table and Mama Lombriz would put out, well, she would dip out some tierra, delicious tierra. Papa Lombriz would say, oh, he'd say to his wife, he called her love, he called her amor. He said, oh, amor, ay, 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 you are the best cook in the whole wide mundo. And she would always say, oh, gracias. And he would say, mi amor, I'm not making this up. I'm telling the truth. And she would set out un poco de la tierra on a plate, un poco de tierra, en un plato, and she'd scoot it over toward Gusanito. And he would just push it away. He didn't want, no quiero, odio. He said, how come we always have to eat la tierra? We always are eating la tierra. How come we're always eating that? And Papa would say, because we are lombrices. You, Gusanito, tú eres una lombriz. If you weren't a lombriz, then you wouldn't be eating la tierra. But Gusanito said, I just can't eat it. And then they would get real quiet. And Papa Lombriz y Mama Lombriz would bow their heads and close their ojos. And Papa Lombriz would say a prayer. At least when I heard him, this is what it sounded like. He'd say, oh, muchas gracias for this tierra, this delicious tierra that my loving wife made. He said, muchas gracias, God of all lombrices, muchas gracias. But while he was praying, Gusanito was doing something else. Muchas gracias for la tierra. Odio la tierra. He kept saying, I hate. Odio la tierra. Odio la tierra. Odio. Odio la tierra. Odio. Oh, I have to go now. But I'll be back.